Hello there, this is Only One Kenobi, Only One, and welcome back to another episode of the Vintage Collection Wishlist series. This is one I've wanted for a while. I've never got around to doing a video, and I'm just going to showcase my best example of the figure, and I think what is the best example of Garindan. And it is, yes, Garindan from the New Hope episode 4. Brilliant, brilliant looking character, a spy, an information broker, works for the Imperials in the New Hope, and also Jabba the Hutt. Now, what a great idea to have him on a vintage card. The actual figure that I'm showing you here is excellent. There's not much you can improve except for the fact that the cape here is pretty darn, I don't know, that needs upgrading. That goes back all the way back to the Saga collection of 2004, 2006 I believe. So the actual facial sculpt is awesome, look at him. It's a really well made figure, very nice, and it's just one of those cards or characters that would look so great, sorry about the focus, on a vintage collection card. Garindan, you know, he could be improved in many different areas, you know, mainly his cloak, as I say. So I thought I would just show you some examples of how nice the fabrics are in the vintage collection. Let's turn our attention to Darth Maul. Sorry about these figures, they're very dark and they're also very dusty, but if he turns his back you'll see the Maul cloak was excellent. Really, you can see it's like weathered and tatty and torn, and it's got certain like kind of waves on the fabric. Hang on, let's have a look at it here, see? Very difficult to focus on the black. It's probably not very, something you can really tell. If I tilt it towards the light there, you can see, look at that. I don't know how they did that, but it's got kind of waves and ripples on it. And then, of course, the edges are very tattered. The other example I wanted to show you was Palpatine, which is a nice fabric as well. Again, it's very hard to show you when it's black, but look at that. Much better quality. Now, the actual cape that was on Garindan, the one I showed you, and I'll show you again in a minute, the actual cape is, you know, not aged very well, I'd say. Not as good as that anyway. Lost the focus again. There you go. If I move him off the turntable now and show you Garindan again, this is exactly the same textured cloak they used for the Luke Skywalker of the Saga collection as well. I think it was the OTC, I beg your pardon, the OTC collection, Luke Skywalker. But there you go, can you see it's very porous, if that's a word, it's very netty, should we say, like lots of holes in it, like a fine fabric, but I don't think that suits him. He would have had a black cape, black, dark, long cloak, and dare I say, I think it would have been longer. Look at the way that sticks out like that. He looks like a wannabe superhero or something, you know, like a little kid at a Halloween party. I think that the cloak, the robe needs to go right down to the legs. But Garindan, a really mysterious character, quite funny really. He's almost a bit sly and sneaky. You know, I didn't like him when I was a kid watching Star Wars because he grasses up my Luke Skywalker, doesn't he? Darn it, but they got away, good. But I subsequently loved to learn that he was what he worked for Jabba the Hutt, and that's no surprise. Who controlled that territory? Jabba did. So it's nice that. So he is actually currently on my barge. If you haven't seen my barge videos, please do check that out and my other content. This is a series of videos I've done for a while, the Vintage Collection Quick Shots. I beg your pardon, the Vintage Collection Wishlist series. And please do check out the rest of that series. This is episode number 24, I believe. So lots of different characters I want to see in the Vintage Collection. And this is another one. So Garindan, do it Hasbro, bring him out. He is well worthy of a re-release. Oh, there's some other accessories on this guy I didn't show you. He's got a little comm link there, which is nice. So yeah, all in all, a really nice figure. And look at that brilliant blaster they gave you back then, which is awesome. So not much to improve, but the cape, I say. Thank you very much. Let me know your thoughts below. Thank you for watching. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only One.